Hey loves, hey beautiful, how are you? Are you a type of person that have no problem saying kind things to other people and complimenting other people? Make sure you're doing that to your friends, to your families, perfect strangers. Just make it a habit to find something nice and kind to say to people. You never know what people are going through, and just your kind words can make such a difference, okay? All right, so guess what, guys? It's raining. It's raining out there, honey. It's raining. It's pouring down rain. Well, not pouring down. It's kind of drizzling right now, but it was pouring down before. You might hear a little thunder here and there in the background. But the plan was to come over here and do this video outside because I'm going to be talking about the heat, right? But luckily for us, honey, the heat is not too bad today. But right now, it's summertime. It's July 2024. And the heat is up and popping, honey. If you have high blood pressure and you're taking medications, especially for high blood pressure, you want to avoid all of this heat. Wanna hear me? You want to avoid all of this heat. You see, for like me, me just tell people say I'm allergic to the heat, because that is so much easier to explain than to telling people a whole bag of things, say you are photosensitivity or that you can't be outside in the sun. People be looking at you like, you can't be outside in the sun? What do you mean you can't be outside in the sun? That is just such a natural, normal thing. How come you can't be outside in the sun? What's the big deal? But listen, if you get overheated, it is so hot nowadays, and not even outside in the sun alone. If you're inside of your house and you don't have ways to cool yourself down, you're going to have to sort that out, girl. You're going to have to fix that. You're going to need to get yourself either some portable fans, either if I want a fan where you have to fan yourself like so, or if you don't have AC, but you gotta figure it out, because if you are having high blood pressure and you're taking medication, it puts you at a higher risk of getting a heat stroke or getting dehydrated or even having a stroke or getting a heart attack. So when you get really, really hot, right? So as your body gets hot, right? Your body start heat up and your core temperature inside of your body start to go up. Your blood vessels now start to open up. So remember now, the blood that is in your body, it's not just a splash running in your body like a big ocean, It's running through vessels. So those vessels in your body are called blood vessels. So those blood vessels now start to open up as your body gets hotter. So your body can get hot from you outside being in the sun, or you're inside and inside of the room is just too hot, or you're in a hot tub, or you're in a hot bath, or wherever is too hot, or even when you have a fever and your core temperature rises, your body gets hot. So the blood vessels open up now, girl. And when the blood vessels open up now, the blood just flow through easy like a nice stream, it just a run through easy. So as that opens up now, it start to pull the heat from your body, and so you start to sweat. So you see, when your body starts sweat, it's like the heat trying to leave your body. So you start to sweat, and as you sweat, you're losing fluids, right? And as you lose the fluids, you're getting dehydrated. Now the fluids that you're losing has in the sodium that is a part of the electrolytes inside of your body, the sodium and the potassium. So when you start to lose the sodium through the sweat now, your electrolytes is off balance. So when that off balance and that shift happens now, you're running into a situation where you start to get dehydrated. So then your blood pressure starts to drop. You start to feel dizzy and lightheaded. You might even feel nauseous. Honey, it's a whole situation that you want to avoid. Yeah, man. And then when you're on some of these blood pressure medication, especially diuretics, and you might know those as water pill. Like if you're taking one of those medicine and the doctor said to you, you're gonna go to the bathroom a lot, you're gonna urinate a lot. Or they might not even tell you, but you notice that whenever you take it, it makes you go to the bathroom more, because that's the way that medication works to lower your blood pressure. It's getting rid of excess fluids. Now in the hot time, girl, and when the temperature boil up and outside just a go on with a piece of warmness. Me said the other day I come outside and I said, look here, what the way the sun turn up today. Me said the sun should come up big and bright and just turn up in honey. But you have to be so careful, because with this medication you are more sensitive to the sun, you're more sensitive to the heat. And so it causes you to respond a different way than other people who might be saying, says woman to you, woman, you can't stand up under the sun, because you get not taking those medication. You're not as sensitive as that other person. For me, my love, I am so sensitive to the sun. When I go on vacation or go to the resorts and whatnot, and everybody out of the pool are going with a bag of things, I just let them know, looky here, I'm gonna be up in the room, pay a whole heap of money for, lie down and relax and enjoy that, okay? Because for me, love, I cannot spend more than 10 minutes outside in the baking sun. I start to get rash. You'll get some rash all over your skin, and this is just from the heat that is leaving your body. It just leaves you with heat rash, right? You know, like when babies get real hot, they develop this heat rash. No, mine are not don't look like baby own, you know. My rash, them just come out big and boisterous and just stay right. Nadine would say when our carpet come out on our skin, my love. So the carpet come out of your skin just rough and stay away. So this is all from the heat. So that's why you don't want to be exposed to too much of the sun and too much of the sun rays. And as much as I'll always be putting on my sunscreen, my sunblock, my UV this and that, I still get these rash when I'm out in the sun for even more than 15 minutes. I can't go that long. I have to stay like 10 minutes and get back inside. If it's an event that needs to happen outside, best know I'm getting there in the afternoon. You want to avoid the sun between 10 and 3, especially 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Hottest time of the day, girl. Hottest time of the day. So you keeping your event or your outdoor barbecues, best know I'm not getting there till 5, 6. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. 5, 6. You know, so I forgot hurry up. The rain stop fall and the heat start coming. I don't know if I can see me start sweating. I need to go in quick and fast. So these are some warning signs that you are dehydrated. If you are outside, it's the summertime, you're hot, you have high blood pressure, and you know it. You take medicine or you not take none, or you take them every other day, where you're going with a bag of things with your blood pressure. But if you start to have headaches, let me write them down right as a girl, because we're not going to remember some of the things them, and I want to deliver the information. So I have it written down over here. If you start to feel your head hurting, it might be a sign that you might be dehydrated. So you get a headache, the first thing you want to do is just drink some excess fluids, just to try to get yourself rehydrated. You start to feel extremely tired. Go on inside, and when you're out here, you're tired, go on inside. You might be getting dehydrated and on your way to a heat stroke. You start to feel lightheaded. You feel lightheaded, but you tell yourself you're going to still push through. Push through what? What you pushing through? Go on inside. I'm see some people all run up and down outside, say them a workout in the middle of the sun. Why would you do that? Mighty God, no, honey. If you start to have dry mouth and your lips start to dry out, it's a sign you're already dehydrated. You start to feel nauseous. You just feel upset in your stomach and you don't feel too good. You might be on your way to a heat stroke and you're dehydrated. But tell you about the dizziness already. You drop down and faint away. You did dehydrated. And if you are the passerby or the stand-by and you see them drop down, faint away, they might have been dehydrated. the blood pressure drop. You just want to elevate their legs, make sure their legs are higher than their heart, so whatever blood blood or fluids in their legs can go back to the most vital organs. Okay, if you see you start get confused and you just talk about a foolishness, you might be dehydrated. You start to get muscle cramps. You know, when we used to young and we play PE and them say you have stitches on your side, that what I call it? We used to call it stitches. It means that you're getting dehydrated and your electrolytes are shifting. You need to add fluids and some electrolytes, some potassium, some sodium. So that is like your Gatorade and those kind of things. Or you eat an orange or something like that. You're sweating heavily. Mighty God, yes, ma'am, you're dehydrated because you're losing fluids. So you might just want to replace it with some excess of fluids and drinking more water. Okay, so just remember that when you get too hot, your body get overheated, you're putting yourself at risk for a heat stroke, for a stroke, some cardiovascular event, or even a heart attack. So just be very mindful, especially if you're older, you're over 50. You just want to be more mindful. Your body doesn't have all that reserve that it used to have. So just take extra care of yourself and the people that are around you. If you have elderly people, your mom, your grandma, your grandpa, and all these people, your aunties, uncles, and cousins, and all these people, and the younger kids, just make sure you're keeping everybody hydrated and just paying attention to these symptoms, right? So you cool them down, you give them some cold water, you put some ice pack underneath their arms or in their groin and around their neck if they're already gotten overheated, and then or you mist them down with some cold water. And you just want to make sure you're keeping people in the shade. Don't be having your events outside and your big wedding and everybody sitting out there and the sun a boil up and a bun up. Don't bother with that. Yeah, man. So again, I thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Beyond the Bedside. Talk to you soon. Ta-ta.